want to talk about something that I feel like nobody is really paying attention to, and it's kind of concerning the out of me. When we get online and say that children are the most oppressed group in the country, we are not over exaggerating. We are not being extra. We are not being dramatic. Teachers are getting on here every single day, and at this point it's really giving crying for help. I have watched way too many videos of IEP teachers, normal teachers, just typically asking their children to just sound out a word, spell a word, write their name, read a sentence. And these children cannot read, spell, or see what the that they are basically sounding out.
Oh, Lord help the children.
As a therapist, social worker, and I've had my fair share with case management and everything else in between, the reason why I have now vouched or set a boundary that I would no longer work with children, because the parents are the worst people imaginable to sit down and actually talk with. As a therapist, I can literally write off and say that majority of the time, it is not the children. It is not the children. I will actually 90% of the time say that it is not the children, because the children's issues are more so coming from the parents' abuse. And what I have been watching recently on social media are mothers being perpetrators of abuse. Now, what I mean by that, a lot of mothers are typically getting online truly believing that their terrible decisions are not impacting their motherfucking kids. And unfortunately, it is deeper than you going out here making a bad choice. It gets deeper than that. When y'all go out here and make bad choices by keeping certain men around, y'all are adamantly putting your children in danger. And you're not giving a fuck about that, because all you want to do is get your motherfucking needs met. And before y'all hop in the comments talking about what about the fathers, I'm not talking about no motherfucking fathers in this video, because I am talking about mothers who decided to keep their children full for knowing for a fact that they did not have the needs needed. Okay, they didn't have no ends met or needed for these children, but they kept these children around. So now they are slowly finding ways of trying to get rid of these children right up under y'all motherfucking noses, and nobody is paying attention and nobody is giving a if anything. Y'all are more so finding more excuses for these sorts of women instead of y'all actively saying that their children is in fucking danger. Somebody who has dealt with children who have been victims of abuse, physical abuse, and psychological abuse, these children are not lying. These children are not lying. These children are not making shit up. These children are not being acting out for no reason. These children are not being trifling for no reason. Those parents, and a lot of the times it is the mothers, because again, I'm only talking about the parent that stayed in these points. The mothers be taking out a lot of their anger. The mothers be dismissing a lot of body languages that need to be paid attention to. The mothers be literally resentful and jealous of other people who typically can see their children as human. Because I've been fired off a lot of cases in my past because so many mothers wanted to beat me the fuck, because I literally treated their daughter with respect.
It's generational, man. You know, communication, accountability. You have to think about it, right? It always starts at home. That's one thing I was born and raised in. My aunties, my mom, my uncles, you know, people I look up to, you know, people I admire, people that inspire me, you know, that surround me as far as family, like my bloodline. You know, I just take heed to information, and a lot of it start at home. You know, like how she say, you know, it'd be the parents. She's saying the mother, you know, she's speaking on the behalf of the mothers, you know, mothers who just take out the trauma on the kid. And then you expect them to get in public and act accordingly. That started at home. The child is a representation of the household. The child is a representation of their environment. You don't allow your child to do monkey jumping on the bed, one fell down and bust the head, and then you expect to get to your family's house or a family outing or a friend's house or whatever, and then the child doing the jump on the bed. You say, hey, get off that bed like that. That child gonna look at you, and who you talking to? Because at home, we jump on the bed. You can't expect your child to do backflips and gymnastics on the couch and then get to people's house. Oh, that's just embarrassing. No, you do that. The child do that at home. Child is a representation of the surroundings. I ain't had it. Sit down. Let me sit down. Go to bed. Turn around. It should be like, the military? But no, it's respect. It's structure. And one thing I could say, in certain generations, these new parents, they lighthearted, soft parenting, ain't no discipline. Spirit around sport a child. And a lot of times, oh yeah, no, don't beat. Nah. I used to get whooped, not beat, but structure. Good communication, but structure. There's no structure. Now she say, these women keep the babies in situations knowing that they're not ready for it. A lot of them, they do that. And this is why you have to close your legs. Fellas, keep it in your pants. It's all written. All you got to do is follow the... People don't want, oh yeah, you want it for... It's a reason why. It's a reason. It ain't no pie in the sky. But she said she got fired from cases because she treated the child like a human being. And the parents wanted to do that's ridiculous. That's terrible. She got fired from cases for treating a child like a human being. Y'all hearing this? She said the teachers, the children can't read, they can't syllable. Now me, when I was in school, I wasn't the most, sharpest tool in the toolbox. But I could do something. I wasn't just, at least I was in the toolbox. I was pretty sharp. I had common sense. I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty sharp. I just didn't want to do the homework. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I can't downplay myself. I was pretty sharp. I just didn't like doing homework. I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't like doing homework. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's generational. No communication. Don't know how to... And it's deeper than...
I didn't side with them. Every single time they say, well, my daughter don't do lie, she's very conniving, she's manipulative, don't let those words get in your brain. And the whole time the manipulator is the mother. The manipulator is the mother going around telling staff, telling the administrators how terrible their child is. But when you sit down and actually have a family counseling session with the mother and the daughter, the mother be a piece of mother work. Do you hear me? You start seeing the controlling, the spitefulness, the jealousy, the resentment those mothers be holding. It be the control. You see what I'm saying? And people be wanting control so bad over their kids that they will allow any sort of abuse to happen to their mother kids because they never wanted the kids from the get-go. We need to start actually holding more space for people who are adamantly having all of these kids that they literally didn't want, had these babies out of grudges, had these babies out of revenge, had these babies out of spite. Because we have a lot of unwanted babies in this country, and a lot of it comes down to the fact of that a lot of these people want to control over relationships. And
that's true. I see they use the baby as control. And a lot of the times I ask this on this channel, and it's a few of y'all who understand me. If a man say he don't want the child, why are you expecting him to be in the baby life? Seriously. You cannot expect a man to be in he literally told you, I don't want that baby or you. Is he right for that? No, he is terrible. But you got to prepare for the life of being a single mother. And it's not easy. I'm not one of the, I understand we all make mistakes. Everybody got their he without sin, cast the first one. Cast the first stone. We all got stones thrown at us. How dare we pick one up and throw it at somebody else? Everybody, I'm not throwing no stones, no. But I'm saying, hey, yield. Ask God for that discernment. She's not lying. I done heard it before. Oh, y'all. Oh, yeah. He I'm keep this baby, keep him around. Oh, he want to act up. And then it could be on the flip side where they use the baby and do certain stuff to the baby because they mad at the dude, and the dude want to see the child. She really don't love her. She using the baby to get to the dude. The dude want to see the child, but you want the dude attention so much, you making sure you keeping him at bay keeping the baby away from him. Oh, you just want to beat. Bro, it's a lot. It's so many layers. There's so many layers, and certain women who probably ain't grew up with that love and the family don't know how to even show it, don't know how to communicate their emotions because their parents didn't tell them how to communicate. All they knew was yell when they seen jealousy from their mom to them. So now all they can do is offer that child that. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to. People, like I said in the beginning, when you raise, you're a custom of your environment. It takes a village to raise. It does. So when she says she's sitting down, she's seeing the parent. She's seeing what that mother did to that daughter. Now this daughter saying what the mother told her to her because you don't even know how to really think on her. It be like that. It's tough. Shade that you, man. This one, yeah, man.
Time that we have these conversations because I'm tired. This entire week has been people defending certain mamas who have terrible choices in life, and then these will be the same motherfuckers that will get online still arguing with their baby daddies, still arguing with their past husbands or boyfriends, whatever title these women be holding with these men. They would get on here and continuously argue, be in drama with these people, and y'all would still fall in line to defend the mother because you want to hold somebody victim and somebody accountable when y'all need to recognize that the problem is also the common denominator. It's the common denominator, and it's okay to really admit. Stop sugarcoating shit. Women can be bad people too, especially when it comes down to kids. Women can be bad people too when it comes to kids. Women can be bad people too when they use their children as pawns. It's a real thing, and unfortunately we are seeing a lot of these parents get online now fully broadcasting the fact that they are using their children to get back at their men or get back at their women. Okay? And I want to
Yeah, that's a tough situation, and it's real. It's a real topic. Decision-making skills. Like I said, if you go to my videos, almost 2023 and into 2024, all last year, all the top of this year, decision-making skills. In decisions, you got to make the right decisions. Because this video is how she said, you laying up, it's not only the man who doing terrible. You got these women who doing this and then they get mad, and then you got people on the internet that's defending these type of actions and decisions because they relate to it. It's relatable to them. It's a lot of that going on today. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that going on today. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. Like I said, everybody makes decisions. No one's perfect out here. Everybody got a few stones threw at them. I try my best not to throw a couple, Make sure I get the log out my eye before I try to get crumb out of yours. Get my business, get my stuff together before I tell everybody. That's why I always like to tell, I'm not perfect, no. I'm a reactor. This is on the internet. It's a good topic. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. Love y'all. Put God first, allow me to lead and guide y'all footsteps. And let's get better. Let's get better. Whatever we can do to get better. Get 1% better. Whether that's working an extra 10 minutes on your craft, 30 minutes on your craft. Even if it's working a little overtime to save up to start a business. Do what you love to do. Let's get that going. If it's weight loss, take a couple of calories back, okay? Don't eat that cupcake or that ice cream. If you do get ice cream, try dairy free. If you do want a cupcake, don't do it. I'm out of here, man. Love y'all, man. It's rough.